Hello, it's me. This is recording of the workout for Daniel and Kathy Sevig. Starting from the top, I'm going to take you all the way through every move. You can do parts of this if you want. So if you want to just do the stretches at first, just play the first few minutes. You can skip ahead or use whatever parts you want. Okay. Starting off with warm up, we're going to roll shoulders. So you do a few times in each direction. You can always do more or less of any of the moves. Arms back and forth. This helps stretch the chest and upper back. Usually do a few twists. You rotate your body, let your arms swing. So arms are loose, and this helps release back muscles. Gets the hips a little bit loose too. And then I want to stretch my back out a little bit more. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see the correction in my back, round, and then lift. You're going to tuck your tailbone, so you want your back curved, and then you're going to lift up and open the chest. You can add your arms forward and back as well. And then side stretch, reach over and reach over. Good, and we're gonna march, so knees up. Just want those knees to lift nice and high. So this isn't going fast, but instead about lifting high. We want to move the leg in 3 directions, forward and then side. Just a few lifts out to the side, alternating legs. And then we're going to take it back. So back, you want to lift your foot up. You can see from the side, I'm going to lift my foot all the way up, try to touch bottom with the foot. Again, this isn't about speed. This isn't our cardio workout. This is just stretching the body, getting the body moving. Now, I don't have a chair behind me for my squat moves, but you imagine your chair back here, and we're going to reach forward, lift up, reach forward, lift up. So I'm going to sit down and touch my chair and come back up again and doing 25 of these. "21, 22, 23, 24, and 25. Nice job. Next, seated leg press. Put the band around one of your feet. It's easiest to do it when the foot is on the floor. So just lift up, put it under there. And you can grab onto the nylon straps or the tube itself. We're going to lift that knee up towards your chest, and you're going to push out and down. Remember, it's like pressing on the gas pedal of the car. I'm going to do 25 of these as well. Shoulders are down, hold those arms in close. Twenty-one, 22, 23, 24, 25. Now, if you need to do less than that, that's fine. And I put my foot down, lift my toes, grab underneath with the band, lift my legs up, holding arms in, push out. And I am using a blue band. In our sessions, Dan was using a purple band and Kathy was using a green band. They usually go green, yellow, green, and then blue and purple, and there's a red as well. That's the order of intensity. I have 5 more left here. And after that one, you may want to move your hands around or roll your shoulders because it is a little intense in the arms. You're going to need hand weights next. Kathy's been using 2 pounds, but she has 3 at home, so either one is fine. Dan can use more than that, 5, 8. For this one, you're going to hold them either close together, right at your chest, or you can cross them, which is a little easier for the smaller weights. It becomes harder with the bigger weights. You're bending at your hips, so keeping your back straight, and lift back up again. Just a bend or a fold right in the middle. You're taking your time. It's not a rush move because we want to use the leg muscles to help us stand again. And we're holding strong in the middle. So that means the abdominal muscles, the core muscles, the back muscles. So you're not bending in your back. You're resisting that, especially as you come forward. Feet are about hip distance apart, shoulders away from the ears. We're not leaning back as you come up, you're just standing straight. Good. I'm at 20 here. I'm going to do 5 more, but you can always stop at 20. Excellent. Okay. Just going to stay standing, arms out to the sides, palms facing forward. And the arms come front of the body and meet and out to the side. So this is the V position. Come together in front and out to the side. Palms stay forward or upright through the movement. I were to look from overhead, I would see that I'm drawing a V with the weights. So if this works the muscles in the chest and the front of the body, we want to work the muscles in the same part of the body on the back side. So I'm going to bend forward again, like I did before, let my arms hang down. I'm not all the way flat, I'm just slightly tilted forward. My legs are strong. I'm going to pull the weights up by my hips and let them go. Up and just hanging down. Right here, they're hanging, you're not doing anything. I lift and they stay close to the body. So my elbows are tucked in, like wings tucked beside my body, and I pull those weights up. So I want my chest lifted. You have to be careful not to curl down here. So keep that nice, strong, tall back. And here's 20. So you can stop there or add 5 more for 25. Excellent. So for this video, we're going to do all of our standing exercises first, and then we'll do all the lying or on the floor exercises. So here we're going to do bicep curl, palm facing forward up to the shoulders. I'm going at a steady pace. I'm not doing it super fast. I don't want my arms to swing. They're going to stop right beside my body, or maybe even slightly in front. But I want my arms straight at the weights at the bottom, all the way up to the shoulders at the top. And here's 20. You can stop there, try for 5 more. So that's the front of the arm here. I'm going to work the back side of the arm. In the gym, we use the railing. Here, I'm going to use the chair, so that's a good option if you're at home. I do want to, again, lean forward, but I'm going to use the chair for support. So earlier, we had the arm hang and we brought it up here. We're going to start from here, elbows up high, close into the body, and we extend. There's 20. Stop there or shoot for 5 more. You're going to stand up, roll the shoulders in between. We're going to switch and do the other side. So again, arm is going to stay close to the body. We don't want it out here. We want it tucked in. I'm going to stand tall, bend at my hips and lean forward, rest on the chair, the railing, countertop. You can't see my hand because it's on the other side, but you can see my elbow tucked up there, and then I reach back and bend. So my upper arm isn't going to move at all. It's just the lower part of the arm. And I want to push back, reach back towards the wall behind me. Keeping my chest lifted, straight back. And relax. Then roll those shoulders in between, give them a break. So with or without weights for the shoulders, we're going to do small circles. And I'm only doing 10 in each direction. You can do more if you'd like. And then down by the side. So I want 90-degree arms. My elbows close to the body, arms are tucked beside. I'm going to lift my whole arm up so they're in the same 90 degrees, but they're just at shoulder height, and then take it back down again. So I lift and lower, lift and lower, lift and lower. Doesn't have to be super high. I'd rather be a little bit below the shoulder than go higher than it. Again, I'm going to aim for 25, but you can stop it anytime if the arms get too tired. Excellent. Last move is the reach overhead. So for Daniel, you're going to hold on to the weights here. Kathy, you're going to set the weights down and do it without. So it's a reach up, 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 and it's slightly in front of the body. So again, we're reaching up to that high shelf up there. This one I'm only going to do 20, although you could do more if you wanted. And obviously you can do less as well. All right, let's roll those shoulders. Next, we're going to come down to the floor. So starting with the chest press, you're going to need some weights. And I like to sit off to the side and come down on my side. This is the easiest way for your back to do this laying down, but also keeping the weights close to your body so there's no tension on the shoulders or you don't want to torque anything. Your weights are up over the shoulders of the chest. Palms are facing forward. So this would be if my palms are facing in, you're going to face your hands towards your knees. Elbows go out to the side. So you've got kind of goalpost arms or cactus arms, and then reach up again. So as you bring the weights out to the side, my weights are right over my elbows. Arms are 90 degrees. There's 20, you can stop here or try to go for a few more. And then here, I want to bring my elbows in close to my body, lower the weights down, and just set them off to the side. So here you can switch to the other video, the core awareness, where we did breathing and try to get those abdominal muscles to contract. You can do any or all of that video here in this place if you'd like. Otherwise, we can go right into the pelvic tilt. So you're going to tuck your tailbone under. My back flattens to the floor, my belly hollows out, and then I'm going to arch. So I'm pressing my tailbone towards the floor, and my lower back's going to lift a little bit. So I'm going to tuck and then press, or I'm going to push down on my belly or lift up on the belly. Push down on the back, lift up on the back. And you can do this as many times as it feels comfortable. It's a nice release for those back muscles, but it also does start to work those abdominal muscles. Then the next step is to take that into the lift. So I tuck the tailbone under, begin to lift my hips, slowly come up. It's a nice slow motion, come to the top, take a deep breath, exhale, and come down again. And we're trying to keep the hips lifted as you slowly lower. Hips are the last thing to come to the floor. You're going to press your tailbone to the floor, take a deep breath, and then we tuck the tailbone and start to lift. You're pushing into your feet to lift those hips up. And we come all the way down nice and slow. Relax the hips to the floor, tuck the tailbone, come back up again, and recommend this at least 3 times. Take as much time as you like as you do the movement. You're welcome to do more than that if it feels good. It does, again, strengthen those deep balance core muscles, but it's also a nice release for the back. One movement you can also add here after the other video or in place of it is when we had the leg stretched long, we held it up. Just letting that leg hover off the floor for a few seconds. Then it goes out to the side. It's still just hovering off the floor. We're going to hold it there. Try bringing it back in, holding it. And lower down. Same thing on the other side, you're going to lift the leg. You want to tighten through the middle, try to keep the opposite hip pressed to the floor. You're going to open the leg out to the side. You can use your arms too. This is a full body action where you're kind of bracing everything, holding so that leg can go a little bit out to the side. Okay, you're going to bring it back in, hold it there. Good, and then take it down to the floor. Nice job. Bring your right leg into your chest, give it a nice squeeze. And you're going to move the leg outwards. So away from the center of the body. And then we're going to move the leg across the body, across the center. Back to the center, squeeze it in. Take your hands around the back side of your leg, stretch it up and circle your ankle. We're going into our stretches at the end or cool down stretch. And you're going to lower that leg to the floor. We'll switch, so that leg's going to lay straight on the floor and this leg comes in. You can grab outside of the knee or behind the knee, whatever feels better. So first pull it straight towards the center of the body or straight up. Then we're going to move the leg away from the center to the side. Good, bringing the leg back up, We'll take it across the center towards the other side. And back to the center again. This time with hands behind the leg, lift your foot, circle your ankle. And change direction. Good. Lower your feet. Both knees are bent, but there's space between your feet. And you're going to tip them side to side. I'm going to tip them all the way over to the side, roll onto my side, and keep rolling. We'll come back up and come up to standing. And usually the easiest way is to come onto hands and knees, tuck your toes under, walk your hands back, and then come on up. So we did a seated stretch the first time we met. And you can do this one anytime. You're just going to cross the ankle over the knee. So it's a big hip stretch. And you just hold it for as long as you'd like. If you want to, you can also bend forward a little bit. That will intensify the stretch. So that's up to you if you want to bend or just hold it there. All right, and then switch the feet. And these next few stretches we did standing, but you can do them standing or sitting. Open the arms out, big chest stretch. Reach forward like you're going to dive. Drop your head. Good. Arms out to the sides. This time turn your hands so thumbs are down. Press your thumbs back. Good. And then we're going to take right arm over left and give yourself a little hug. And you can use your hands to kind of walk your fingers a little further around. Then we're going to lift the hands up and lift the elbows up. Stretch that upper back, the back of the shoulders. Good. Let's relax those arms, bring them out. Other arm across the top. Give yourself a big hug. Then we're going to lift the hands. The elbows are still crossed. The elbows come up. Keep lifting those elbows as high as you can. Good, and then relax. Arm out to the side. You're going to rotate the arm so the palm faces up. Reach up overhead and then bend your elbow like you're trying to wash the middle of your upper back. The other hand can gently push up on that elbow. Stretch out right here, but you may feel it in the shoulder, armpit area, upper back as well. Good. Now take that arm out, palm facing forward. You're going to bring it across the body, kind of like a stoplight or stop sign arm of a school bus, and you're going to tuck under, hold. This one stretches right up there in the shoulder. And then relax. Let's take the other arm out to the side, palm facing up. Overhead as far as you can. Reach it behind, middle of the back. Reach your hand and lift or push or hold. Good. And then release out. Bring it across the body, hang on to the back of the arm and hug it in. Good. And then relax those arms, roll your shoulders. You can pause this at any time if you need, take some time to get set up, or if you want to go a little bit slower, change direction, go the other way. Or you can just follow it straight through from start to end. Again, there is that other video that I'll send you that is just all about belly, core, abdominal awareness, and that can be inserted in there or watched separately at the end. And just make sure you're getting those good stretches in. Let me know if you have any questions.